Welcome to Math, where we make math make sense by connecting it to the world we know. Today we're going to connect the mathematical operations square root, squares, and English. By the end of this lesson, you will understand what the inverse operation of squaring a number is and how to square root a number. So let's get started. What is a square root? If we break apart the words into smaller parts and try defining the term by defining the parts of the terms, we can come up with a definition that makes sense. So squaring. What is squaring a number? The square of a number is a number that is multiplied by itself once, or the product of two of the same integers. The latter is the more formal definition, and the former is my own definition. Choose the one that makes the most sense to you, and even try making one of your own. What is a root? When I think of a root, I think about plants and roots of those type of things, or like a tree. I consider the roots the foundation of the plant, or what we consider also the base. And in English, we learn base words. Do you remember what base words are? If not, that's okay, but base words are words that prefixes or some suffixes can be added to. So if we take the word rewrite can be broken into the prefix re and then the base word write. So can you think of another word that has a prefix and a base word, or even a suffix and a base word? So we can take the same concept and apply it to math. A base number in math would be a number that can be manipulated by other operations, and the operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, squaring, and even square rooting, things like that. So a square root is finding the base of a squared number. Square roots and squaring numbers are both inverse operations because they are operations that do each other, and inverse is just like the opposite. But what does that look like in application? So if we have 3 squared, the base is 3 because it is being manipulated by being squared. So what about 5 squared? What would the base be there? 5, because it is being manipulated or changed by being squared. So for the sake of simplicity, we will only work with perfect square roots that are easy to calculate. So 5 squared is equal to 25. If you don't remember how to square a number, please refer to my video simplifying the process. So if we take the square of 25, the square root of 25, we are finding what again? The base of a number squared. So what base number did we square to get 25? 5. What if we took 36? What is the base number squared that would give us 26? We could try 1, but 1 squared is 1. We know 5 squared is 25, so it's not 5, but it's a little greater than 5 because 36 is greater than 25. So let's try 6. 6 squared is in fact 36, so 6 is the base of 6 squared. 6 is the base of 6 squared, and therefore the square root of 36. So let's try one on your own. What is the square root of 9? Did you get 3? If not, that's okay. We're finding the base of the number squared that equals 9. So we tried 1 and know that 1 squared is 1. What about 2 squared? That's 4, so closer but not quite it. Let's try 3. 3 squared is 9, so the square root of 9 is 3 because the base is 3 because it was the number being squared. So now to check your understanding. Number 1, what is the inverse operation of a square root? Number 2, what does finding a square root mean in your own words? Number 3, what is the square root of 121? What's the square root of 144? What's the square root of 100? What's the square root of 64?